This episode of Film Riot is brought to you by Domain.com. It's Monday.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to answer a few questions.
See you later.
Mail sack. Taking a look in Riot's mail sack.
Question, how much for Josh? $49.99. Are you out of your mind? No, this product's got to move.
What?
Hey, Rod Daddy, Mac on PC for filmmaking. I see you recently converted. Please discuss. PCs are good. I have to say I was a little nervous moving. I mean, we're gonna do a whole episode on it, but I was a little nervous moving to it. And first, I had Windows 7, and I wanted to shoot myself in the face. But then I went over to Windows 8, and I like it a lot. They fixed a lot of things that made me angry with the Windows, and the thing is power, man. Mac is very expensive, and with PC, you could get like 3 times the computer for half the price. It's insane. So I'm, editing 4K on this bad boy, and it is flying. I put it on my Mac, and it's like not at all. I like both, but for what I'm doing, the Mac just isn't cutting it and not making sense financially anymore. Will it be Bloodtober this year? Bloodtober? Probably not, because we're working on so many different things. I doubt that we're gonna have the time to actually do it, which is kind of a bummer, but that just means that next year's Bloodtober is gonna have to be insane.
Insane.
Like, we're gonna take, whatever we do next year, it's gonna be another level, baby.
What?
I don't know. We're doing so many different things right now that it's going to be very tough to try to pull Bloodtober off as well. So I'm going to say I doubt it, but I'm not going to say no for sure. And that also the Christmas special, I'm not sure if we're going to have time to do this year or not. Hopefully we do, because it's our tradition. I love doing the Christmas special, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. How many takes per shot do you do on average? That depends on the project. With Film Riot, we could do as little as 1 take and then just move on. But with something bigger like Tell, or the new short film we're about to do called Proximity, or Outsiders, the minimum I'll do is 2. That way you have, if you get the first take and it's absolutely perfect, I'll always do another take for safety. That way if something went wrong in the background, or maybe you missed focus or something, you have another one just in case. Usually I try to do at least 3. That way I have choices. But 2's my bare minimum for bigger projects. With Film Riot, I could just grab Josh and we could go retake if something went wrong. With a project where you can't easily go and get that take again, you want at least 1 safety. When will you start shooting Outsiders? We don't have a set date exactly, but we're shooting for like January or February, but we will keep you guys updated, of course. And I've been seeing a lot of questions of people trying to ask us to name names and tell us who dropped the ball on this whole thing. And there really isn't a bad guy in the situation. There's no one to point fingers at. I mean, if there's anybody to be mad at, it's me. It's my project. So anything that goes wrong with the project, I take 100% responsibility for. But there again, there's no bad guy to the situation. It's just with indie filmmaking, this type of thing happens. Finances fall through, or things don't happen quick enough, especially when you're learning as you go. So again, put the weapons down. There's no one to hunt. There's nothing to fear except fear itself. Hey Ryan, this one's for Josh. If you could act in any film that has already been made, what film would you pick and why? This is my show.
Princess Diaries.
And you don't even answer it honestly. That's what you get for asking Josh a question.
The Avengers.
Have you tried to sell Josh before? Yes, but they would not spend the $49.99. Still trying. And the last question is, ideally, how much time should be devoted to pre-production, principal photography, and post-production? As much time as you possibly can. There's really no one answer to that. It totally depends on the film in question, how long the film is, what the film entails. Is it a film that takes place in one room? Well, then everything's going to be a lot shorter. If it's a VFX heavy film, the post-production is going to be a lot heavier. If it's a film that has tons of locations and big action sequences and massive cast and crew, you're going to need a lot more production time. It just completely depends on the production itself. There's really no one answer I can get. So you write your script, you break it down, and you start to plan from that, and you go from there. Your script will tell you everything you need to know. Just listen. If you are a person that uses the internets and wants something to be on there of you, well then you should be using a .net from domain.com. A .net is instantly going to infuse your website with instant credibility, and people will be like, my God, this man has a .net. Women will flock to you.
I know this.
You will get dates.
This is facts.
You will get several dates. If you get date me because I have a .net, do you have any idea how many women and or men, depending on which one you would rather, will flock to your person?
So many.
So many. And if you get that .net, get the corresponding .com, because then your brand is unified and you will get dates out the wazoo, which is kind of like a kazoo, but it's bigger and it has more of a wafty, like Hans Zimmer sound to it.
All right. I can dig it.
You can get a .net from domain.com for only $8.99 a year. It's affordable, it's reliable, and we can make it more affordable by using the coupon code FILMRIGHT at checkout.
Oh, snap.
You get 15% off. That way you can spend that extra money on all those dates you're getting
Oh,
from all
snap.
those lady peoples or manly men that you want to your person.
Oh, snap.
So go to domain.com, use the coupon code FILMRIGHT at checkout, get your domain name, your web hosting up and going, because when you think domain names, think the lady peoples and the manly men.
And domain.com.
Logo. That's it for today, which means it's time for my short film suggestion of the week, which is not a short film at all, but a 5-minute piece of awesomeness. It's all done in camera and completely blew my mind out of my skull, and I have not found it since. So go check it out. It is definitely worth your time. That's all that I have for you today, so I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.